the hidden laundry system that's been keeping your clothes clean while destroying them. Your washing machine is lying to you. Every single load. Those fabric softeners you trust, they're sealing your clothes in a layer of waxy chemicals. That dryer you can't live without, it's cooking your favorite shirt at temperatures hot enough to literally melt synthetic fibers. And that fresh mountain breeze smell coming from your laundry room, those are synthetic aldehydes, the same compounds researchers have linked to hormone problems. Here's Marcus from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I'm about to show you something that's going to change everything you thought you knew about laundry. While we've been dumping gallons of blue liquid into machines that guzzle over 9,000 gallons of water yearly, people in Japan have been using methods that make clothes last twice as long, use 40% less water, and cost practically nothing. No fancy equipment, no expensive products, just pure science and centuries of tested wisdom. And before we get into the exact methods, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now, because what you're about to learn isn't being taught anywhere else, and Seniors Cleaning Hacks is the only place breaking down these techniques in plain English. Trust me, your wallet will thank you, your clothes will thank you. Let's get into it. The real cost of normal laundry. According to Japan's latest home efficiency research from 2025, households there replace 61% fewer clothes every year compared to Western homes. Their laundry costs? 38% lower on average. Same clothes, same dirt, completely different approach. The difference isn't the machines, it's the method. And I'm going to walk you through 10 specific techniques that Japanese households use to keep fabrics fresh, colors bright, and fibers strong without destroying them in the process. Method number 1. The indoor drying grid that cuts drying time almost in half. Let's start with something that sounds too simple to work, but is pure genius. Most of us either toss everything in a dryer or hang clothes randomly on a rack hoping they'll dry eventually. Meanwhile, in over 68% of Japanese homes, there's a completely different system at work. It's called the hanging grid method, and it's based on actual physics, not guesswork. Picture a retractable rack that pulls down from your ceiling, right above where you normally walk. The clothes don't just hang there in a clump. They're arranged in a specific pattern with exactly 8 to 10 centimeters between each piece, rotated every few hours to catch moving air. Why does this matter? Because warm air naturally rises. When you give it space to flow between fabrics in a structured way, drying time drops by 40%. No electricity, no heat damage, just smart placement and gravity doing the work. According to research from the Nikko Home Innovation Survey in 2024, this method does something else incredible. It eliminates about 82% of wrinkles naturally. The weight of the damp fabric pulls down while moisture evaporates upward, smoothing out creases without any iron touching the material. Some Japanese homes place special moisture-absorbing tiles underneath the drying zone. Others hang small bags of activated charcoal nearby to catch musty smells before they start. The whole system is designed around one idea: work with nature, not against it. And if you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more people find these methods. Now let's talk about color. Method number 2. The saltwater treatment that brings black clothes back to life. You know how black shirts fade into that sad grayish color after a few months? Most people assume that's just what happens. Japanese textile experts would disagree completely. There's a traditional method used in Japanese households, especially among people who wear black uniforms daily for work or school. It's called the saltwater soak, and it uses chemistry to actually reactivate dye that's already in the fabric. Here's exactly how it works. Take half a cup of sea salt, not regular table salt, but sea salt with natural minerals still in it. Dissolve it completely in 2 liters of cold water. Then submerge your faded black clothes for at least 3 hours. If they're really washed out, leave them overnight. The science behind this is fascinating. Sea salt contains trace minerals like magnesium and calcium. When fabric sits in this solution, these minerals create tiny bonds with loose dye particles and help lock them back into the fibers. A study from Osaka Prefecture University in 2023 showed this method restored 16% more color depth than commercial black fabric dyes you buy in stores. But here's the part most people miss. After you soak the clothes, you need to hang them somewhere away from direct sunlight. UV rays don't just tan your skin, they actively break down dye molecules. That's why some Tokyo laundromats actually install UV blocking glass in their drying areas. This method isn't about adding more dye. It's about rescuing the dye that's already there, but loosened by harsh detergents and hard water. And it costs basically nothing. Make sure you're subscribed to Seniors Cleaning Hacks because we're just getting started, and these next techniques get even better.
Method number 3. The citrus rinse that fixes scratchy towels forever. Let's talk about towels. If yours feels stiff and crunchy after washing, or they start smelling sour within a day or two, you've got a build-up problem, and fabric softener is only making it worse. Most Western detergents leave behind a film of chemicals. Mix that with hard water minerals, and your towels basically become coated in a layer of residue that traps bacteria and blocks softness. Japanese households, especially in areas with mineral-heavy water, fix this with something you can buy at any grocery store: citric acid powder. Not vinegar, actual citric acid. At the final rinse stage, add exactly 10 grams, about 2 teaspoons, per 5 liters of water. The acid immediately binds to leftover detergent and neutralizes the minerals causing stiffness. Within one wash cycle, your towels feel completely different. A 2024 report from the Shizuoka Institute of Water Chemistry found this method reduced fabric pH from a harsh 8.3 down to a skin-friendly 6.5. That's closer to your body's natural acidity, which is why hotel towels always feel gentle. They're not using mystery products. They're just using balanced chemistry. And there's a bonus. Citric acid kills over 99% of common bacteria that grow in damp towels, including staph and other strains that cause that funky smell. This is why Japanese hot spring inns use this method. Their towels need to be soft, clean, and completely odor-free without heavy fragrances. Unlike vinegar, which can corrode washing machine seals over time, citric acid is a dry powder that's easier to measure and doesn't leave any smell behind. Some Japanese families add a few drops of yuzu or kabusu citrus oil to mimic the scent used in traditional bathhouses. But even plain, the results speak for themselves. After 3 washes using this method, towels stop holding on to moisture smells entirely. No fabric softener, no mystery chemicals. Just a $4 bag of powder that turns your laundry into something you'd expect at a spa. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried citric acid for laundry. And if you haven't, give it a shot and report back. The Seniors Cleaning Hacks community wants to hear your results. Method number 4. The mesh bag system that doubles how long clothes last. Most people own maybe 1 or 2 mesh laundry bags. In Japan, households typically have 6 or more, and every single one has a specific job. This isn't about being fancy. It's about protecting fabrics from the violent tumbling that happens inside a washing machine. Japanese stores dedicate entire aisles to mesh bags in different sizes, weaves, and zipper positions. There are bags for socks, bras, knits, synthetics, baby clothes, even face masks. According to a 2025 study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Consumer Affairs Bureau, Japanese households using a proper mesh bag system saw 41% less pilling on their clothes, 23% less thread damage, and nearly double the lifespan on delicate and stretch items. But here's what matters most. It's not just about owning the bags. It's about how you load them. Japanese laundry isn't sorted by color. It's sorted by fabric density and tension. A loose weave shirt goes in a looser mesh bag. Tight-knit activewear goes in a finer weave bag, rotated 180 degrees so the zipper doesn't scrape the drum. And those zippers always face inward toward the center of the load. Some Japanese homemakers even add small fabric softening tablets inside the mesh bags. These dissolve slowly during the wash and protect against static without coating the entire load in chemicals. And socks? They're matched, zipped together, and sorted by season. That's why you'll never see single orphan socks hanging on drying lines in Japanese neighborhoods. Ever. The result is laundry that comes out in the same condition it went in. No mystery holes, no stretched out necklines, just textile integrity maintained through smart organization. Mesh bags aren't optional in Japan. They're standard. And if you want your clothes to survive more than a year of regular washing, they should be standard for you too. Share this with someone who's always complaining about their favorite shirt falling apart. Seniors Cleaning Hacks is all about fixing problems like this before they cost you money.
Method number 5, the microbubble wash that cleans without any soap. This next one sounds like science fiction, but is already being used in Japanese hospitals and homes. It's called microbubble washing, and it removes odors and stains at a molecular level without a single drop of detergent. Here's how it works. Water gets blasted with air under ultra-high pressure until the bubbles become microscopically small, about 50 microns or smaller. These bubbles are so tiny they can penetrate deep into fabric weaves without damaging fibers. And when they collapse, they release microscopic jets of energy that lift oils, bacteria, and odor residues clean off the material. According to a 2025 report from the Japan Fabric Technology Institute, clothes washed with microbubble machines had 89% fewer odor markers compared to clothes washed with regular soap and water. Not just cleaner, truly odorless at the molecular level. This technology started in hospitals, where sheets and uniforms needed to be sanitized without harsh chemicals. Now it's trickling into Japanese homes through compact machines made by brands like Aqua and Toshiba. Some units connect directly to your sink and use 40% less water than traditional washers. The best part? Because there's no detergent residue left behind, fabric stays softer longer and allergen risk drops dramatically. Pediatric hospitals in Kyoto adopted these machines in neonatal wards specifically to eliminate soap-based irritants that could harm newborns. Some Japanese households now use microbubble units for baby clothes, silk delicates, and even sneakers. It's gentle enough for the most sensitive items, but powerful enough to deodorize gym gear that's been soaked in old sweat. It's a complete rethinking of what clean actually means. And if you're still pouring half a cup of blue goo into your washer thinking more soap equals more clean, this might be the wake-up call your laundry routine needs. Sometimes the cleanest wash comes from taking everything away, not adding more. Drop a comment if you'd ever try a microbubble wash system. Let's hear from the Seniors Cleaning Hacks community. Method number 6, the roll and press method that erases wrinkles without heat. Let's talk about ironing. Or better yet, let's talk about how to never touch an iron again. In Japan, folding isn't just about organization. It's fabric therapy. And one of the most surprising techniques you will find in Japanese homes and laundromats is the press and roll method. It's a heat-free wrinkle release system that turns shirts into smooth, space-saving scrolls without any electricity. Here's the exact process. While clothes are still slightly damp from the wash, not dripping wet, but fresh from a low-speed spin, lay them flat on a clean surface. Fold the sleeves inward toward the center. Then roll the garment tightly from the bottom hem up to the collar like you're rolling sushi. Once it's rolled, Press down gently with your palms, like you're kneading dough. Let the roll sit for 5 to 10 minutes. This creates a low-pressure steam chamber inside the roll. The residual moisture combines with gentle pressure to naturally relax fabric creases. A 2024 textile study from Hiroshima University found this technique reduced wrinkles on cotton shirts by 78%, and it maintained the shirt's structural shape 43% longer than traditional flat folding. It works on jersey knits, rayon, bamboo blends, everything except heavy denim. When you unroll these garments, they practically hang themselves thanks to stored tension in the fabric. No wrinkles, no crease lines, no scorch marks from a hot iron. That's why elite dry cleaners and even coin laundromats use press and roll tables, where business shirts come out of public machines looking boardroom ready. But it's not just about appearance. Rolling compresses bulk without stressing seams, which means you can fit twice as many clothes in the same drawer. Some Japanese minimalists store entire seasonal wardrobes this way inside vacuum bins. You don't need steamers. You don't need wrinkle release sprays. You need timing, technique, and a soft touch. Folding isn't a chore when you approach it like this. It becomes garment maintenance done with your bare hands. If this kind of content is helpful, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new upload from Seniors Cleaning Hacks.
Method number 7. The UV blocking nets that stop colors from fading in sunlight. You've probably noticed your favorite colored shirts slowly losing their brightness after a few months of washing. Most people blame the detergent, but the real culprit is something else entirely. It's the sun, and Japan figured out how to beat it decades ago. According to a 2025 study from the Yokohama Fabric Preservation Institute, over 58% of color fading in garments happens not during washing, but during the drying phase, when UV rays hit wet fabric. Japanese households dealt with this by developing breathable mesh covers embedded with UV-absorbing threads made from titanium dioxide. These nets aren't like regular mesh laundry bags. They're protective hoods specifically designed to block up to 96% of harmful UVA and UVB rays while still allowing complete airflow, heat escape, and moisture evaporation. Your reds stay red, your blacks stay black, and your graphic tees don't turn into faded ghosts within 6 months. High-end versions even include anti-odor silver ion coatings woven into the netting. Sweat-stained gym clothes can hang dry outdoors and come out smelling completely neutral, without bleach or chemical sprays. Many Japanese households pair these nets with directional drying poles that tilt away from direct sun after 11 a.m., when UV intensity peaks. Some Tokyo apartment balconies even have built-in drying shelters with UV reflective films installed in the overhangs. It's laundry geometry at an architectural level. If you are still drying clothes on a backyard line with no protection, you're aging your wardrobe 5 times faster than necessary. These UV nets cost under $10, weigh almost nothing, and can extend the life and vibrancy of your clothes by years. Protect your laundry like it's a valuable artifact, because it is. Share this video with anyone who complains about their clothes fading. Seniors Cleaning Hacks is all about simple solutions that actually work. Method number 8. The pillow revival technique that skips the dryer completely. Flat pillows. Sad, lifeless pancake pillows that make your bed look defeated. Most people throw them in the dryer with tennis balls and hope for magic. In Japan, they'd politely suggest a completely different solution that doesn't need any electricity at all. It's called the futon fluff technique, also known as tataki. And it's not just random pillow beating. It's a heat and compression method derived from how the Japanese care for traditional futons that are air-dried and manually fluffed on a regular schedule. Here's the method. Hang your pillow in direct morning sunlight only, not afternoon sun when UV rays are strongest and can damage textile fibers. Then gently beat it with a flat stick or your hands in a rhythmic pattern, rotating every 5 seconds. This isn't violence, it's pressure patterning. By alternating angles, you break up compressed fill material without stressing the seams. According to a 2024 study by the Tokyo Institute of Fabric Sciences, this method restored up to 27% of original loft in synthetic pillows and 34% in cotton-stuffed ones, without any degradation of the material. Compare that to dryer heat, which can cause synthetic fill to partially melt and clump after just 10 cycles. Why does this work? Sunlight provides mild infrared heat that loosens moisture bonds. The physical tapping breaks up internal compression. NASA actually uses a similar low-heat rotation technique when packing memory foam for long-term storage in space missions. If you want to go full traditional, flip the pillow halfway through to ensure even heat exposure. Some households even place cedar planks underneath during drying to subtly add scent and discourage dust mites. You don't need fancy dryer balls or fluffing machines. You need rhythm, sunlight, and 20 minutes of honest physical effort with your bedding. That pillow isn't dead, it's just waiting for its revival ceremony. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried beating your pillows back to life. The Seniors Cleaning Hacks community loves hearing your experiments.
Method number 9, the density-based washing system that actually gets clothes clean. Here's something that's going to flip your entire laundry routine upside down. You've been sorting wrong your whole life. Most of us were taught to separate laundry by color, lights, darks, whites. Japanese households figured out that color isn't the problem. The real issue is fabric density. Your towels and your t-shirts should never be washed together, no matter what color they are. Why? Because dense fabrics like terry cloth and denim absorb mechanical force completely differently than lightweight knits. Lighter items either get underwashed or overstressed in the same cycle. Enter the multi-zone wash system. It's a load layering technique where you organize clothes in layers or circles based on how thick the fabric is. Heavier items go on the outer edge or bottom. Delicates go toward the center or top, depending on whether your machine is front-loading or top-loading. Then you run a cycle with variable drum speeds. Many Japanese washers include this as a soft drum or zoning mode. A 2025 study by Panasonic's Eco Laundry division found that households using density-based sorting had 26% better cleaning results on lower spin settings, and garments experienced 31% less fiber stress over 50 washes. It gets even more advanced. Some washing machines in Japan now use sensor-based fabric recognition, adjusting drum spin and water pressure in real time based on resistance detected during rotation. That technology was actually borrowed from print or paperweight sensors. For standard machines without fancy features, homemakers just use a color-coded cube system to pre-sort clothes by textile weight, not color. Some households attach clip-on density tags to garments as part of a built-in rotation system. The logic is simple. Don't wash by what you see. Wash by what you feel. Literally. Touch the fabric, feel the weight. That tells you where it belongs in the load. Density-based sorting is the quiet revolution your wardrobe has been begging for. And it doesn't take extra time. It just requires rethinking the first 60 seconds of your laundry routine. If you're finding value in this, make sure you're subscribed to Senny's Cleaning Hacks and hit that notification bell. We're covering techniques nobody else is talking about. Method number 10, the Hinoki oil ritual that turns laundry into aromatherapy. Let me ask you something. When was the last time doing laundry made you feel genuinely better? Not relieved that it's done, but actually calmer, more grounded, at peace. In Japan, laundry at its highest level isn't a chore, it's a ritual. And at the heart of that ritual is an ancient, sustainable ingredient called Hinoki oil, Japanese cypress.
Hinoki trees have been sacred in Japan for centuries. Temples are built from them, traditional baths are made from them, and now Hinoki is being used in laundry infusions that do more in one cycle than most detergents and fabric softeners combined. Here's how it works. Add 3 to 5 drops of pure Hinoki essential oil into your fabric softener tray or mix it into a DIY rinse blend with distilled water and a teaspoon of unscented Castile soap. That's it. No sulfates, no synthetic surfactants, but the results are extraordinary. A 2024 study from the Kyoto Institute of Functional Olfaction found that Hinoki-infused wash cycles led to 92% odor neutralization, 78% reduction in airborne mold spores in drying rooms, and a measurable decrease in post-laundry stress levels in participants based on cortisol levels and heart rate readings. That's right, your washing machine can become a spa treatment. And the scent isn't overpowering or artificial. It's subtle, earthy, grounding, like walking through a cedar forest right after it rains. Not fake manly woods or synthetic pine, just clean, real wood and gentle citrus resin. But it's not just about smell. Hinoki oil naturally repels mites, mildew, and even mosquitoes. That's why Japanese families tuck Hinoki wood chips into linen drawers or hang small blocks near drying racks during humid months. Others add it to final rinse sprays that work as both fabric refreshers and room mists. You're not just preserving your clothes, you're creating an environment where fabric, air, and your own well-being all improve together. This is why many Japanese households do laundry early in the morning, not just for sun exposure, but because starting the day with scent, steam, and stillness has real psychological benefits. It sets a tone, builds a rhythm. It's continuous improvement, aromatherapy, and textile care all rolled into a 35-minute wash cycle. If your laundry routine feels cold, rushed, or sterile, it doesn't have to be. With a $10 bottle of Hinoki oil and 5 minutes of intentional setup, you can transform the entire experience. Because laundry isn't just about cleaning. It's about caring for your clothes, your home, your senses, and your peace of mind. The bottom line: your laundry routine isn't just outdated, it's actively working against you. It's shortening the life of your clothes, draining your time, spiking your utility bills, and flooding your home with chemicals disguised as fresh scent. But it doesn't have to be this way. Japan proved that with 40% less water, half the space, and 0 unnecessary chemicals, you can achieve cleaner fabrics, longer-lasting clothes, softer textures, and even better indoor air quality. And here's the best part. None of these methods are expensive. None require buying another appliance. They just require doing things the smarter way, the way that's been tested and refined over decades in one of the most space-conscious, efficiency-driven cultures on the planet. So here's your challenge from Marcus and the entire Senni's Cleaning Hacks team. Pick one method from this video, just one. Try it this week, then come back and drop a comment telling me how it worked. Tell me your towels don't feel softer. Tell me your whites don't look brighter. Tell me your clothes don't smell like actual peace instead of artificial plastic freshness. Because once you experience the difference, you won't go back. Your laundry routine will never feel the same again. And if you found this helpful, do 3 things for me right now. Subscribe to Senni's Cleaning Hacks so you never miss content like this. Hit that like button to help more people discover these techniques, and share this video with someone who's still drowning in laundry problems that don't need to exist. Let's change the way we clean, one load at a time. See you in the next one.